Welcome to Swing and a Miss, a baseball podcast.
Where our obnoxious opinions are backed up by cherry-picked stats.
Where's Josh?
Where's Josh?
There is no Josh. Welcome into episode 11. Welcome into episode 11 of Swing and a Miss. How we doing, guys?
My head is spinning. This is trade deadline. Just wrapped up about 3 hours ago. And, oh boy, there was a lot of action this trade
Quick,
deadline.
name every Minnesota Twin that's still on the roster.
I don't know.
Byron
Are there?
Buxton.
I'm not
Byron
sure there
Buxton. Well, he's hurt,
Byron
but
Buxton.
he's still on the roster.
Thankfully, Byron Buxton, Brooks Lee, thankfully Joe Ryan.
Royce Lewis.
I don't know if anyone caught this. Fox Sports, by accident, took a Joe, the Twins are in talks with the Boston Red Sox to trade Joe Ryan.
Yeah.
And Fox Sports is like, boom, graphic. Joe Ryan traded to the Red Sox. No. They immediately deleted that. That was scary.
Welcome to the trade deadline insomnia, insanity, just out of this world episode of Swing and a Miss. We've got a lot to get into, and we don't have a ton of time to do it. So let's dive right in. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with the Twins? Do we want to start with the Giants? Do we want to start with the Braves?
I think we need to start with your text from last night where you were saying, boy, not really anything is happening this trade deadline. This is boring.
I know, I did say that. I said last night that the trade deadline so far had been a tad underwhelming. And Josh, who is not here today, hi Josh, hope you're enjoying Michigan.
R.I.P., buddy.
The mitten got him.
Josh correctly pointed out, we still have tomorrow. And boy, was he right, because everything happened today except for the Rafael Devers trade that happened a month and a half ago. Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, today was wild. I'm not the Twins guy, but man, we all watched the Twins essentially decimate their entire team today.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it over to you, Tyler, to tell us a little bit about your thoughts.
So my thought process going in was it would be really bad. It would be a huge disservice to this team if they didn't go through and sell all of their pending free agents. So that would be Harrison Bader, Willie Castro, Danny Colomé, Chris Paddock. Those were the ones that were known entities. They'd better get rid of one of them. Then I could also see them maybe trading, like they've got such a good bullpen, maybe trading one of their top end guys, because especially with the Emmanuel Clase suspension, that market would probably be pretty hot. What I did not expect is if you rank the Twins bullpen, your closer was Duran, setup guy was Jax, Brock Stewart and Varland would be the seventh inning guy. Danny Colomé would have been the lefty specialist, sixth inning guy. All of them are gone.
Yep.
They traded all 5 of their top bullpen arms. There's no one left. The one that surprises me most is Louis Varland, because he's a hometown boy.
Yep.
Born and raised in St. Paul. And he is also only in the league for 2 years, so they've got control of him for like the next 4 or 5 years without having to do anything. I thought it was ship away a couple. You got this young guy who's showing out.
Yeah.
Let him go. Did not expect him to go. Did not expect Carlos Correa to go back to Houston.
That one shocked me a little bit. That's mostly a salary dump.
Yeah, well, I did not expect that the Twins, and I think it's apparent to me that as the ownership of the Twins is preparing to sell the Twins to somebody else, they decided
We still need to try and pool somebody together for this.
We're only about one.
We'll do another live show where people can send in.
There you go. We can, as a show audience, purchase the Twins. Yes. I have $100 I can put.
We
towards
like the
this.
Packers.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
we'll
all be shareholders.
We'll get a fake shareholder certificate.
So it was very clear to me that they essentially cleared the books.
They did.
To have no obligations, to make everything as clean as possible, so the new owners could come into this empty sandbox and build the sandcastle however it is they wanted.
And I think it's pretty clear, and if he doesn't know, he should know by now. Rocco's gone at the end of the season. If we're cleaning roster, we're cleaning house coach-wise.
I would want out.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with that, but Rocco is gone.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I would be like, yes, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, I don't blame
big giant rebuild. I'll go somewhere else. Where
Yes,
I have
exactly.
a chance to win.
So, who did you guys look at in the trade deadline and say super, super good deadline, and who did you look at and say you could have done a lot more? Because I have one of each. I'm curious your thoughts.
I think the Padres and Mariners both definitely put their stamp down that they're gas, pedal to the metal.
All gas, no brakes.
Yes,
Yes. Yep.
exactly that. I think the Padres may have overturned like 60% of the roster.
It's
Seems like it's just insane.
Well, they brought in Mason Miller and J.P. Sears from the A's.
right.
Ryan O'Hearn,
Yep.
Ramon Laureano from the
Orioles.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then just some weird ones.
Yeah. They brought in
What
a
are they
lot
going to
of
do with
odd
Nestor
ones.
Cortez?
Nestor Cortez is the wild card here. If you can find a place for him and he's effective, good for you. I don't see a place for him on that rotation personally, but I could be
they
wrong.
also got Freddie Fermin
They did.
from the Royals, which
did.
is actually a really, really good move for them. They needed a catcher, and that's going to fill an
The
important
AL
role.
Central really was in sell mode, weren't they? Except for the Tigers, which we'll get to.
And actually, the Guardians didn't do as much as I thought
Yeah,
that
there's
they were going
whispers
to.
of Quan moving, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
There-
the asking price was really, really
There
high.
also might be a reason that the Guardians are a little gun shy right now, and I think we're going to get to that here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the Mariners won the deadline.
Okay.
I love the pieces they brought in, especially with Eugenio Suarez. Sorry, Josh, I know you wanted him to go to the Tigers. He didn't.
He wanted everybody to do
He did want to have shout out Josh for being a Tigers fan. I love the pickup of Eugenio Suarez. In that lineup, that bat, that glove. I think the Mariners, to me, have now moved into my first place team for the World Series.
I really like the Phillies trade deadline. Their acquisitions were Yohan Duran
Yeah.
and Harrison Bader from the Twins. So you get a top-end closer. You get an exceptionally solid defensive outfielder who can hit a little bit. They also added in Matt Manning, and they also added in a little bit of outfield and shortstop help. So I think that Seattle definitely has like the top end talent with Naylor and Suarez, but I really
I
like.
forgot about Naylor coming back or coming to the Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that piece.
I
Sorry.
think that really when you look at like the best players that were dealt at the deadline and the ones that can immediately contribute, it's probably going to be Naylor and Suarez as being the number one bats. There's another team that I really like what they've done, and it's interesting because I think that they've built upon a strength that they already had, and that's the Texas Rangers. They added in Merrill Kelly, Phil Maton, and Danny Colomé from my Twins. So, added a little bullpen, added starting pitching that has already been treating them very, very well. So I think that the Rangers are really in go-for-it mode too, and I think that we're getting to a point where the playoff teams are getting pretty well set. This was definitely a dividing line. The teams that were on the bubble certainly made strong moves towards selling. I think it was really only the Guardians that maybe you could have made the argument that they stood pat. Everyone else below a certain line just said, damn the torpedoes, ship them all.
Well, except for one team. the Bravos.
The Bravos, yeah.
The Bravos moved almost no one of significance. They moved some middle relievers and some prospects, and they got almost nothing back in return. I don't know what Alex Anthopoulos was thinking at this deadline, other than it's a pissing contest for him, in my opinion. And he lost.
Well, your pending free agents, I know Ozuna was there, and he's having a down year.
He is.
It could have been hard to find a suitor for him that would take a DH only who's not hitting so great right now.
I know one team that inquired specifically about him that's in a hitter-friendly ballpark that they may or may not be playing tonight. Cincinnati wanted him.
All right.
Cincinnati wanted him, but they were asking too much in return. You're going to let him walk at the end of the year? He ain't coming back. Why are we not getting everything we can for him right now? I didn't love this trade deadline for the Braves. Mostly because I don't think almost anything they did made the team better in the long term or the short term. I don't think it did. And of course, I'm going to go see the Braves play next Friday and can't even see Ronnie play because now Ronnie's hurt. And every starting pitcher from opening day is hurt and Ronnie's hurt. And good night. This team is a disaster. And the trade deadline didn't help that.
I'm sorry for your team. I'm sorry for my team.
No, it's okay. I mean,
I'm sorry for
the three of us sitting around this table did not have a good trade deadline. We didn't.
What? I like the Giants trade deadline, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, they moved Tyler Rogers, the submariner, to the Mets for a very tasty haul. They got 2 top 12 prospects back from the Mets, plus a Major League ready arm. They moved Camilo Duvall, also out of the bullpen, to the Yankees for, I think it was 4 players.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. They traded Mike Yastrzemski to the Royals.
That one had to hurt.
It does.
Yeah, that does hurt.
It does. He was such a fan favorite. He played right field at Oracle better than anybody I'd seen in the history of that park.
Yeah.
It's a crime he doesn't have a Gold Glove because that is the most difficult right field to play.
He will.
Well, maybe in Kauffman Stadium now. So
It's going to be hard in Kauffman.
yeah, and he go look at his Instagram. He left a very heartfelt message to San Francisco. He loved it here. They gave him a chance. You know, he was like 28 when he came up. He had the lineage, he had the name. He hit their first trip to Boston. He hit a home run. You know, because that's where his grandfather played, obviously.
Yep.
And he hit a big home run there, and they gave him a standing ovation. It was really cool. A lot of good memories with Yes. He'll be a #Forever Giant.
#Forever Giant.
Is he good enough for him to enter into a Giants Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
That's tough.
I mean, they have actually criteria.
Yeah.
You have to have played 5 seasons and made an All-Star appearance.
Was this his 3rd or 4th season?
No, it was his
7th.
His 7th, yeah.
Well, I can't count.
Yeah, it was close. He'd been there for a while.
He's that old?
Yeah, he's 35.
He came up real late, too.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that. I just didn't think it had been that long.
Yeah, you have to play 9 seasons or 5 with an All-Star appearance.
wow.
I think that's their criteria. So they've fudged that here and there. So
Sure.
maybe they'll put him in there. Nobody would complain if they did. But the reason the Giants had to sell is because they have just been absolute dog crap. I've never seen more embarrassing play at the major league level from this team in my life. And I have the stats to back it up.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's go to this dark place
Let's
with you,
do
Nels.
it. When they got swept by Toronto after the All-Star break, they had a game where they had 11 hits and scored 0 runs.
I remember you texting about that.
Yeah, haven't done that since the 50s. They just got swept by the Mets, where they went 0 for 23 with runners in scoring position the entire series.
Woof.
They haven't done that since the 30s.
But they took 2 or 3 from the Braves.
They did. After getting swept by the Mets, they got swept by the Pirates,
So did the Tigers.
where Paul Skeens didn't throw a single pitch in that series. And it's the first time that they have been swept in a 6-game homestand since 1898,
Sweet Moses. Wow.
when they were swept by the Phillies and the Boston Bean Eaters. So when you're overturning...
To all our Boston listeners, get in touch with us if you remember
of
the
OG
Bean Eaters.
Bean Eaters fans, drop us a line.
If anyone in Boston has a Bean Eaters hat, please let us know.
So if you're resetting, offensive, horrid stats from the Taft administration, it's not good.
That's a long time ago.
It's not good at all.
That's not pleasant.
That doesn't. I haven't even begun to talk about the awful base running that they have done, the awful fielding and mental mistakes. Remember the first act of Major League where Cleveland is just
Yeah.
bumbling and stumbling?
Yes.
If the writers had written what the Giants are doing into that script, they would have said, no, this is too ridiculous.
It's over the
We
top.
cannot put it in a movie.
This is a comedy, guys.
Nobody
but,
would believe
we
this.
need to have it grounded in reality.
Nobody would believe a Major League
Willie
team would do
Mays
this.
Hayes could not make this team.
No. So it's been bad.
Well, and I mentioned this to you before we got on the mic. The Giants have the worst record in baseball since the Rafael Devers trade.
Yeah.
And I was shocked by that.
Yeah.
Because when that trade happened, I think we recorded the next day, and you were super jazzed, as you should have been.
And it was still a good trade. He'll be fine. It's okay.
It's not a bad trade. It's bad how they performed since that day. It's been a month and a half. They have the worst record in baseball.
My prediction now that they gutted the bullpen is they're going to start hitting and playing confident baseball and then giving up a bunch of leads in the late innings because they have nobody to hold it.
So you're going to become a Braves fan. Because that's exactly what the Braves do. They build a lead, they give it up in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th innings.
All right.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what the Twins can do with any type of a lead now that their top 5 relievers are gone.
The assumption is that the Twins can build a lead. Hey, we're all really excited about our teams right now, if you can't tell. This has been a rough trade deadline for a lot of us.
For what the Giants got back, I'm happy. They're actually more interesting now than they have been in the last month.
You are definitely more glass half full on what the return was, on what you gave up. To me, the Braves, what they got back wasn't even kind of close to what they gave up, and they really didn't give up that much. They got rid of Montero, who went to Detroit. They got rid of a couple other middle relieving pieces that honestly are pretty useless, and they didn't get much back in return. So I personally didn't love the trade deadline just because they didn't do anything. They didn't move Ozuna. They could have moved Albies. I wouldn't have loved it, but they could have moved him. They're not moving Riley. They're not moving Profar. They're not moving Acuna. They could have moved Iglesias. They didn't move him. They could have moved Bummer. They could have moved Pierce Johnson.
It was surprising they didn't move Iglesias with how hot the reliever market was.
They didn't move anybody other than their middle relievers,
especially with, as we hinted to, Class A.
Yeah, exactly. So, what this trade deadline turns into, I don't know. I personally think the Mariners won the deadline. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I have. Well, I know I said I have a singular team that I think lost the deadline. I have a singular team that I think had the most disappointing deadline.
I'm very surprised, and maybe they did, and it just went under the radar, that the Dodgers didn't do anything big.
That was mine. The Dodgers, I don't think lost the deadline, but it was very underwhelming.
It just that flew under the radar because the Padres and Giants also have not been playing that well. So
True.
They've been hanging on to first place.
But the Dodgers were my pick as the most underwhelming trade deadline for a team in contention, personally.
I wonder how much of that is they are expected to get a lot of arms back real quick. So they shipped Dustin May off to the Red Sox. Okay. And I know that Blake Snell is on the verge of returning. And I think that I have not heard anything about Sasaki to see how he's doing. He might actually be hanging out in the minor leagues. But I do think that they've got a huge influx of people that are returning. But I'm surprised they didn't do more to improve their bullpen chances. Yeah. Because that's the thing that's really been setting them scrambling.
Yep.
And Brock Stewart is a hell of a reliever, but they needed a lot more than that.
I will say that Dustin May on the Red Sox is too much red.
Too much red.
It's going to clash. He had the blue to break it up before.
I'm with you.
Now it's all red.
So what do you guys, when you look at the trade deadline and you look at the pieces that were added and the pieces that were shipped out, when you look at the races for the playoffs right now, what do you think is now the most compelling race? Because for a long time on this podcast, we've said the AL Central and the NL Central were the two most competitive divisions. Do you still think that?
For me now, it's the AL West.
AL West.
I agree.
There's that's the only division right now that has got 3 teams that are really in contention.
Because the Astros are in first place right now. Yes?
The Astros are in first place. And then you've got the Rangers, and then you've got the Mariners.
Which, go back to episode 1 and listen to my prediction for the AL West, and it was, or AL West, right? Or AL Central. Sorry.
AL West.
AL West, not the AL Central. My pick was the Rangers, and they're starting to come alive.
Yeah. And I'll say the AL East, too, because I didn't realize the
Blue Jays are in first.
Yeah, but the Red Sox have been playing well, so there's Red Sox are 5 back, Yankees 3.5. AL West, it's Astros, then Mariners, and Rangers are both 5 back. So.
I mean, I think that the thing that's a little disappointing is, to me, it just feels like the playoffs are more or less set. Like, you look at the...
It does start to feel that way.
You look at the standings right now. Leaders, Tigers, Blue Jays, Astros. Wild card, Yankees, Red Sox. And then the Mariners and Rangers are tied for that last spot.
Yep.
So... below them are Guardians, Royals, Rays, Angels, Twins, Orioles, Athletics, White Sox. None of the teams below the fold, none of the teams that are not currently in wild card position have any chance of... I mean, it's possible that if you're the Guardians or you're the Royals or you're the Rays, something can happen. You get into the last wild card spot, but you have no chance of doing anything substantial when the playoffs actually start.
Yeah.
And likewise, I think the same thing is true of the NL. Brewers, Dodgers, Mets, Cubs, Phillies, Padres, those are the teams that are in the playoffs right now. Below that, I think the Reds are really the only interesting team. Below that, Cardinals, Giants, Marlins, Diamondbacks, Pirates, Braves, Nationals.
I still think the Reds are making the playoffs. I still do.
They made some moves. They got Key Brian Hayes.
They're 3.5 games back.
As we just watched, Ellie De La Cruz hit a home run.
And it's the
2-run bomb.
They would have to overtake either the Padres, the Phillies, or the Cubs.
It's tough.
It's
tough.
a real uphill battle.
It's tough, but I trust a Tito-led team. I really do.
It's possible, but I think that really what you're looking at right now is you've got 7 teams in each division that are waking up tomorrow morning thinking that they've even got a shot at making the playoffs.
Right. Well, and I think the Guardians discussion leads us into this other piece that's super interesting right now, and that's the betting scandal that's going on with the Guardians. Mm-hmm. For those of you that haven't been following it, I know there are a handful of you out there that don't follow baseball but just listen to us for some reason. There are 2 players currently on leave with the Guardians, pitchers Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz. They've both been placed on non-disciplinary paid leave through at least the end of August as part of this investigation. Clase was placed on leave in late July of this year, and Ortiz has been on leave since early July. Now, this investigation is concerning Ortiz and Clase potentially throwing first pitches of particular innings. And this was tipped off by unusually high volume of betting on the first pitch of those particular games and those particular innings.
And those pitches being very, very, very bad.
Yeah, I think Clase spiked 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or was it Ortiz that spiked 2 of them?
I think I saw clips of both of them, and they were just like...
They're not even close.
No.
So
not even trying to...
lay the foundation even further for the audience, what you could do is bet as to whether the first pitch of a particular player coming into the game is a strike or a ball. And it appears that either friends, family, somebody got a hold of Ortiz and Clase and said, hey, it's just 1 ball.
Right.
Will you do this for us?
Could make a lot of money.
Yeah, boy. I do not understand it at all.
I don't either, because if Major League Baseball goes through this investigative process and can prove that they did this, this is a lifetime ban until Trump gets involved. But he won't, because they're not white. So this is...
Change it back to the Indians and I'll let them back in.
You're not wrong for suggesting that actually may happen.
So there are 2 thoughts that I have, which is, number 1, Ortiz wasn't making a ton of money. He's making good money. Clase is making great money.
Yeah.
How much or what was in it for him that he would even consider doing that?
We should note these guys have not been found.
No, they haven't been.
No.
They haven't been found
guilty
guilty of
yet.
anything.
It's all
But
investigated
It
so
is
far.
it is interesting though, and I think it's something that needs to be a bigger topic of conversation, because do we want players to be able to participate in sports betting, not on their team or their sport, but should they be allowed to participate in sports betting?
Is it a full ban on all betting?
Yes.
No.
In Major League Baseball, yes, it is.
Major League Baseball, you can bet on other things. You cannot bet on baseball or any ball sport. You can bet on football.
Okay, any ball sport.
Any ball, well, any like softball, baseball, any stick and ball sport.
Football's a ball. Stick and ball.
Stick and
Okay.
ball. Stick and
No
ball. You could, as a baseball player, yes, you can bet on football. I think the thing that I'm curious about is if this puts a end to in-game or player prop betting of this
No.
type of granularity.
It will not.
You don't think so?
I wouldn't think it would.
No.
Well, but we also live in a state now where we're going to have a hockey arena named for a casino in a state where we can't bet on sports.
Yeah.
It's sports betting is light years ahead of where the sports are.
It's bass backwards.
It is. The betting is far and away ahead of where the sport is. And these leagues need to start getting ahead of it and figuring out how best to deal with it when it happens, because it's going to continue to happen. Now, do I think Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase should be banned for life? No, I don't. I don't. You're telling me that I can throw a ball in the dirt first pitch of the second inning and I can make 10 grand? I'm going to throw that ball in the dirt. I'm gonna.
I'm not going to.
I'm not going to.
making, 15 million a year.
Yeah.
There's no safeguard in place. That's the thing. Put
But
guardrails in place for betting on sports.
I think that this is going to be the guardrail, which is,
Why hasn't the guardrail been there since the 70s with Pete Rose?
well, now the difference is that the way that this was found out was the unusual volume of betting that occurred on these pitches and the collective knowledge of databases being able to say, boy, this sure is weird. Handing that knowledge over to MLB baseball and say, hey, you might want to look into this. Because that is the one advantage of MLB being sponsored by DraftKings and FanDuel and all that stuff.
They've got the kiosks in
They've
a lot
got
of
that
these
connection.
stadiums.
They've got that relationship. So if they see something untoward's happening, they've got someone that's a contact within the league that they can talk to and raise a red flag and say something's not quite right here.
Well, I think that happened with a kiosk in the Red Stadium last season where somebody went to go bet on a South Carolina baseball game, a University of South Carolina baseball game. And the idiot had the audacity at the betting window to say something like, oh, yeah, I got the inside info. and then they were like, that's not good. And then they contacted the league, who then contacted South Carolina. I'm pretty sure they got busted for it. If I have the school wrong, I'm sorry, but I think it was South Carolina. But is it not time that we actually have safeguards put in place to allow adult millionaires to bet their own money?
No.
No?
No, not
No.
a chance.
No.
Not on the game.
Not on the
playing.
game
No,
that they're
not,
playing.
I'm not talking about the game they're playing.
Not even on the player props.
Really?
No.
Not on Major League Baseball.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Not
I
on
didn't
your
I
life.
didn't think that I was going to be in the minority here.
No, you are totally on an island.
Think of
You're
it
in-
this way. Okay.
You are so wrong.
Yeah.
You are just.
I can't
the
be wrong because
wrongest.
it's an opinion. I can't be
No,
wrong.
yes.
Let's say Class A bets that, and I'll just use him as an example because he's
Is
in
a better
this.
name.
Yeah. Let's say he bets that Acuna won't hit 40 home runs, and then he faces Acuna and beans him.
Okay. Is the 40th home run on par with where he's at in the season to beam him? He's playing. He's playing.
He's just trying to take him out.
Emmanuel Clase is throwing to Ronnie Acuna 3 times in a season.
I
If
know,
that.
but
if that.
if he's
Then
going in on his hands, trying to bruise his hands, put him on the IL.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why that's what I'm talking about. Safeguards, guardrails. limitations.
Yeah, the
guardrail
guardrail
is
is
you
don't
can't
bet
bet
on baseball.
Yes.
Or you
All
will
right.
get a lifetime ban.
I mean,
Well,
stop.
it's not a lifetime ban because idiots are now back in the Hall of Fame discussion thanks to Dick
dead.
Weasel.
He's dead.
He's dead. That's the loophole.
I don't
guess.
care. I don't care.
Can't be a lifetime.
Producer
ban if
is
you're-
producer is waving at me to not say Dick Weasel. Sorry, the orange testicle. Is that better?
Explain to me what safeguards you want in place where
I don't know. I
bet.
that's not my job.
Okay.
So I don't I understand where you guys are coming from. I thought you would understand where I was coming from, but I guess not.
I just don't see how you could do it.
I don't know that you can. My thought process is why not try? Try and figure out a way to make it work.
You can bet on this, but you can't bet on that. And
Why not give that a shot instead of banning everything? They're gonna do it. And do you want your stars to be lifetime banned?
Yes,
Banned for lifetime.
I mean, no, but I mean,
Okay,
yes, if
so
they
that's
do
the
it,
thing.
but
So
yes.
if you're gonna have that as we will ban you for life if you do X, Y, and Z, and you can't safeguard X, Y, and Z, you're asking your sport to somehow fix the human condition of wanting to make money.
No,
You
I'm
can't
asking,
do that.
I'm asking these guys not to be idiots.
Great. Some of these guys are 21, 22, 23 individuals from countries that they've never had money from.
Okay.
And you get here and you here's a $15 million contract. It's hard to resist.
I think
some
that you
sort
can
of-
spend that $15 million on anything else.
I understand that.
You could
And
go and play
it's
poker.
it's a position of a different perspective that the three of us are sitting in. I've never been a baseball prospect. I've never been that.
Well, that's the difference between you, me, and Nels.
Yeah.
We
Nels
were
and Tyler
highly
have been
touted.
highly touted baseball
Coming out of high
prospects.
school.
My perspective is I've never been that. I've never been it in America. I've never been it in Canada. I've never been it in South America, Central America, anywhere.
I thought you were going to name all the countries.
No, Russia also, Bangladesh. So if I'm a 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old from a country that is impoverished and I come from a family that doesn't have a lot of money and someone hands me $15 million in a year, there is a very real possibility I'm going to try to turn that 15 into 30, that 30 into 80, that 80 into 200. And I want to do it fast. I'm not saying that that's what everyone's doing. I'm saying the human condition is to want to double, triple, quadruple what you have.
And they're welcome to do that. You can go and you can lay that all down as on red on the roulette table in Vegas.
I understand.
And
I
try
understand.
to double it that way.
And you can.
There are so many ways that if an athlete wants to gamble and, get that, if it's an addiction for them, if they want to get that sweat, if they want to get that dopamine hit, they can do it gambling on a million other things.
I'm really shocked.
Not on
that
baseball.
I'm really shocked I'm on the island here. I really thought you guys would be on my
I
side
just
here.
don't see how it could be.
You don't
safe
understand
guards
because you
are
weren't a
being
baseball
navigated.
prospect.
But
What can we
here's
say?
the thing, Nels. I don't know that it can be.
It
I don't
can't.
know that. I'm saying it's time to start trying.
No, I give them. I don't. And maybe MLB does this. I don't know, but give them like a financial course or a rundown or something.
I'm
like,
sure they do that anyway,
Well,
don't
then
they?
add and you don't gamble on MLB because
As
all this will go.
As I understand it, there is a posting in every locker room
Yeah.
with the rule: do not bet.
And
on,
I understand that, but is it every rule when it comes to betting on baseball?
And is it written in Spanish too?
And is it written in Portuguese and Russian and whatever other language Japanese?
Yeah, probably
Chinese.
Japanese. It should be written
Korean.
in Japanese.
I mean, well, what's his face? Ipe probably should have been paying attention to that. Well, there's no right or wrong answer here. I thought that it would be.
Is that
more
part of the reason because of the Otani thing and like, he's the
No,
biggest star?
no.
and he-
Well, I mean, let's put it out on the table. Otani, in my opinion, knew, and Ipe fell on the sword.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So what my opinion is on the matter is if these fellows are found to be implicated and there is sound evidence that they did this and they intentionally changed the outcome of what their best effort was on the baseball field, they should be banned for life.
Yeah.
And I also feel like
Till they're dead.
there should be
for life.
There should be a conversation that should be had from a regulatory level as to whether prop betting and in-game betting and all of these things where you can get this quick, you can always chase the dragon on your losses, whether that's something that is going to be a overall societal good, and if it's different from laying 50 down on the outcome of the overall game,
right,
compared to betting on the outcome of one play, losing, the next play, losing, the next play, losing, and always chasing that, because I kind of worry that we are not equipped as a species to be able to be confronted with that level of temptation.
I feel like you're making my point for me.
And enough people to say no.
Yes, I mean, it's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
I think that if you told me that I can gamble on everything, but I can't play slots, I can do that. I can do that.
Okay. Well, so the assumption is that humans, when given a limitation of X, will play Y and Z.
Yes, exactly. Because
but that's not true.
They'll want to play X. That's how people are.
Personally, if you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to want to do it more.
All right.
But I'm a nutcase.
I want you to stop trying to make this point.
I'm going to keep making it. I'm going to make it harder.
It's like Tyler said at the beginning, where it's like, it's just one pitch. It's not. I'm not throwing the game.
Yeah.
It's just I throw a ball. I'm going to throw 30 to 40 balls.
But then when you boil it down to like a very granular level, did that one pitch change the game?
Maybe
it could. That's the thing.
I
get both sides. I'm not arguing that I am the end all be all here, but I think it is time that we start looking at ways to make it accessible. Personally, I can be wrong, but that's my opinion. And I know from the faces I'm seeing at the table, I am wrong. So,
if you were a touted prospect, you would understand where Nels and I are coming from.
And one day I hope to understand it from your perspective,
exactly.
As two men in their 40s, and I am younger than you, and yet somehow you guys are both prospects and I'm not.
I was drafted by the Rays in the 3rd round of '99 draft.
Weird.
Yeah.
What happened?
I just don't talk about it.
Oh,
yeah, ever.
Did you make it to the big leagues?
You've seen that movie, The Rookie?
I have.
Yeah.
You're Dennis Quaid?
I'm Dennis Quaid.
I would not have pegged you for a pitcher.
No, I'm actually Dennis Quaid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work done.
Well,
look a lot younger than you do in the movies.
I was betting on Class A throwing the ball. So I got a lot of money to get work done.
For those of you that watched the live podcast we did a couple weeks ago, let us know if Nels looks like Dennis Quaid.
Please don't answer that.
Can we talk about some players who might have cheated in some other ways?
We can, but we want to do a quick shout out for someone who passed on recently?
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Is a sad week for baseball with the passing of Cubs second baseman Ryne Sandberg. Shout out to Lori Hall if she's listening. I know this was her favorite Cub growing up, and for those of you that listen to the podcast, this was my choice for greatest second baseman of all time. Really, really awful. 65 years old, died of prostate cancer. If you're of age, please go get checked. This is something that is really, really deadly when it's not caught early. So for those of our male listeners out there, if you're of a certain age, please go get checked. Can save your life. Really, really bummed that Ryne passed away. Really terrible.
Yeah, one of the all-time great second baseman. You got zero pushback when you named him. I think we're all on board. Like, yes, he should
one of the only picks that I haven't got pushback on.
Yeah, I mean the modern day Mr. Cub. No
Yeah,
doubt. He has the statue rightfully in front of Wrigley. So
yeah, absolutely. And if those of you don't know the Sandberg game or the Ryne game, depending on what part of the country you're in, go YouTube it and watch the highlights of that game.
84, right?
I think it's 84. Yeah. Go watch the highlights of that game. That's why they call it the Sandberg game. It is one of the most impressive things that you can watch in a 9-inning baseball game. So
he hit 19 triples that year.
he did.
Holy cow!
He did.
All right.
for a second baseman in a time in a time period where second basemen weren't
he never
hitting
hit
for power.
double-digit triples again.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good on him. Yeah.
Any thoughts, Tyler?
All right. No, just R.I.P. Rhino.
Yeah. Really, really terrible.
Hopefully we don't have to do another memorial for a while. It's been,
we've done
I think
a lot.
it's like 3 or 4
We've
shows.
done a lot this year, and I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
I don't know what age you should get checked, but ask your doctor.
45 is what.
Okay. So none of us are there.
No. I asked my doctor the last time I was there. I was 42 at the time, and she said, "No, you're good for a couple years."
All right, good deal.
I'm not gonna argue it.
Well, it's a real bummer. Amazing playing career. Manager of the Phillies for a few years. Was a bench coach. Was a hitting coach. Was an infield coach. Did a lot of coaching after playing, and just loved the game of baseball. And it's a real bummer that he's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. So after having dragged the show down, let's let Tyler lift it back up.
Yeah. Let's talk about the best left fielders of all time.
Let's do it.
I'm happy to start us off.
Go for it.
Because I've got a left fielder who was not only great, but he was also an American hero.
Oh boy.
G.I. Joe?
He was a little bit of a G.I. Joe because he served for 5 years in the military, both with the Navy as well as in the Marines as a jet fighter pilot.
Wow.
He trained soldiers to go off and fight in World War II and flew combat missions in Korea. And I'm talking about Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams of the Boston Red Sox, which I always love to look at someone's baseball reference page and just see one team from tip to tail, just only doing one single team. So Ted Williams is the last batter to hit 400 or above in the AL or the NL. And
Really?
He had over 121.8 WAR, which among left fielders is second to only to one other name that I believe we're going to get to. However,
Who's that?
We'll figure it out.
you got to remember that he did not play for 5 years. So he didn't play for 24 to 26 years old, which is
Kind of the prime?
It's a pretty good time to be playing baseball.
Yeah.
And then again, from 33 to 34, if you just average his stats on the edges of that and you try to back into some statistics were he not to have served the country, he would have been right up there with the most WAR of any left fielder of all time. The other thing that I like to do is take a look to see how did he do against the pitchers that he faced, the ones that were in the Hall of Fame. So he went against Bob Feller for 192 plate appearances. In that, he has got a 344 batting average, which is right at his career average. 474 on base, a little less than his career on base percentage, and 675 slug, which is above his career average for slug. So there was really only a couple of pitchers that got him. The person who was in the Hall of Fame who had the worst time against was Satchel Paige. Only 11 plate appearances. However, he only got 2 hits and only has a 586 OPS against Satchel Paige.
That's my boy Leroy.
Yes. And so that is why Ted Williams, for a number of reasons, is my best left fielder of all time.
We should talk about the story about Bob Feller being radar gunned with a motorcycle one time.
Yeah. So
we should talk about that on another episode.
all the ways that they were trying to figure out how fast someone could pitch before they had
That is
radar
one of the
guns.
funniest stories I've ever heard. But a number of people have verified that that's exactly what they did. Do you want me to go? All right.
I'm last. I'm anchoring this.
Okay, so then I'm going to go 2 in a row because Josh is not here. However, Josh did send me his notes. I'm choosing not to read them. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Josh. Josh's pick for best left fielder is Stan Musial. Sure. And I think, obviously, anyone who knows baseball knows that's a fantastic pick. I think I picked last in the left fielder, so mine may be it's not controversial, but it's definitely less.
It's a stacked position.
It is. It really is. But Josh sent me some notes about Stan Musial that he wanted to bring up. He's a 3-time MVP. He's a 7-time batting champ, which is just incredible. Yeah. 3,630 hits, 475 homers, career average 331. So right there, Hall of Famer. 24 All-Stars and 3-time World Series champion. That's a lot.
You know what my favorite part about that stat is?
What's that?
He only played for 22 years. When they had 2 All-Star games in a season.
No, for like 7 years they had 2 All-Star games.
They had 2 All-Star games. Yeah. You're right.
Yep.
Good on you for knowing that, and good on Josh for bringing that up. 6 times he had over 200 hits in a season. I mean, what?
Yeah. Well done.
1 time is impressive. 6 is incredible. Josh wrote this. He had a great nickname. I don't think it's that great. Stan the Man.
It's a little lazy.
It's a little lazy.
It's a little lazy.
Yeah.
It's not the best nickname.
If you say it, you're not thinking Stan Javier.
Fair
Stan
enough.
the Man. That must be Stan Javier, utility player.
To be fair, Josh's nickname is Josh the Man, so I understand why he likes it. But also, shout out to him on accomplishments outside of baseball. Won a Navy honor for veterans excelling in civilian life. Served during World War II. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't know how long he served. I don't know what his role was when he served, but an incredible accomplishment outside of baseball. So Stan Musial, great pick. Can't go wrong with it.
Nope.
So now we'll move on to me, and mine then dovetailed into Nell's. I think everyone knows where you're going.
Sure.
But yours is an assumptive problem. Mine is a confirmed problem.
Okay.
So my best left field of all time is Manny Ramirez.
Okay.
I love Manny. I know a lot of people hate Manny. Like I said, I got to pick last in this, and we try not to duplicate it. But he had 8,244 at-bats with 2,574 hits. He had a career batting average of 312. So to me, obviously, Hall of Famer. He's a 12-time All-Star. He won the batting title for the American League in 2002. It was the World Series MVP in 2004. 9 Silver Sluggers, 111 postseason games with an average of 285 for the postseason. Pretty impressive. Yeah. And I think all of us can remember at least one Manny Ramirez clutch postseason hit. At least one, if not 5.
Yeah, I can remember a lot. I think
everyone was looking at the ceiling for a minute.
Well, I'm just thinking of this, like Manny Ramirez with his hands splayed out, so like lots of space in between his fingers, bat down, knocking the homer over the green monster.
Absolutely.
I think that of a lot of players, there are just a few that just scare you to death.
For sure.
Like there are good players, there are good hitters. Like Albert Pujols. Albert Pujols was a great hitter.
Yep.
He didn't scare me to death. Really? I don't know. He didn't scare me to death.
I would actually agree with Tyler here.
I can't tell you why. He didn't scare me to death. Manny Ramirez scared me to death.
Yeah.
Yordan Alvarez scares me to death. Yeah. There are certain players with the way that they carry themselves, and Manny scares me.
I get that. So not only that, he's a 2-time World Series champion. Yep. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet, and I think that's probably going to change someday soon because of influences that we've already discussed. But the problem with Manny is he was popped for PEDs twice. Yeah. He had a 50-game suspension in 2009 and a 100-game suspension in 2011 that actually ultimately ended his career. 100 games in 2011. I personally am okay putting the PED guys in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. I don't have an issue with that. Because, well, his era of PED users they were testing for, the early 2000s, late 90s PEDs they weren't testing for. So like the McGuire, the Sosas, the Canseco's, like, yeah, you can assume they were, and they can tell you they were, but they weren't testing for it then. So it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
So I think if you're going to let them in, you have to let guys in that were popped for it personally. We can have that discussion. We don't have to do it today. My best left field is Manny. Pretty simple for me.
Solid pick. It's funny we were brought up most feared hitters.
Yeah, no kidding.
Of all time.
Yeah.
I think I might have the number one with the bullet on that one.
No kidding.
Yep.
Mr. Barry Bonds.
You're not wrong.
No. 7-time MVP. Most in history. Not only most in history, most by a lot.
Yeah. What's the next one? 2?
3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah. You pick any 2 Hall of Famers, Bonds has more MVPs than them combined.
Not in the Hall of Fame, though, right?
He is not.
And
Probably because of that 298 career average.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably that.
It's probably that.
He's 2 percentage points away from it.
14-time All-Star. We know the home runs, most in history, within the season and career. But the really the meat and potatoes, that 2001 to 2004 stretch where he was just ungodly. He put up, we're using Fangraph's version of WAR, from 01 to 04, 46.6 WAR in 4 years.
That is a career's worth of WAR.
That's more WAR in that time than the New York Mets,
Oh!
the Milwaukee Brewers, the Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers, and Montreal Expos, who were still a thing back then.
I think the thing that stands out the most for me when it comes to Bonds is that was appointment viewing in that time period.
Yes.
Yes.
You didn't have to be in San Francisco. You didn't have to be a fan of the team that he was playing. You knew 10 o'clock Eastern or 9 o'clock Eastern, Bonds was coming up to the plate, and you sat down and you watched.
So I can tell you right now, because I was a Giants fan, if I was like at work or something, I'd get home, ask my mom, first question, not did the Giants win, what'd Bonds do?
Yeah.
Then did the Giants win?
Yeah.
From that 01 to 04, he played in 573 games and reached base in 539 of them.
Does he lead the league in walks at that time period also?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
That's 94% of his games he reached base during that stretch. He has the most intentional walks in the 20th century. The most intentional walks in the 21st century.
Wait, in the 20th century?
Correct.
Yes.
In the whole century?
Yes.
Has the most intentional walks from 1900
it wasn't an official
to 1999
until 1955.
Okay. From 1955 to 1999, the most intentional walks.
Yes.
Of any player.
Wow.
And then from 2000
I knew post 2000. Yeah, I knew that.
So you take the top 10 guys in intentional walks, right? Number 10 is George Brett, 229. Number 2 is Albert Pujols with 316. So a 95 walk difference. Barry Bonds is number 1, no surprise, with 688 intentional walks.
That's like a sneaky unbreakable stat.
Oh yeah, that'll never be broken.
Like the Ricky Henderson stolen bases.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, well, no one's ever going to come
Ricky
close
gonna
to
go.
that. Yeah.
And real quick, again, that 01 to 04.
Go for it.
Yeah. He obviously hit 349. So,
Hall of Famer.
Yes. Hall of Famer did. He slugged 809. That's a very good OPS.
Moses.
Yes. If you're an 809 OPS hitter, you're batting 3rd or 4th in the lineup.
Moses.
By the way, his OPS during that time was 1368.
I was gonna say it had to be over 1,000.
Because if you could do math, his on base percentage was 559.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah. Now,
so
everybody wants to talk about, he's on steroids, he was on this, he was on that. Okay, let's talk about the time supposedly he started in 99. That's when the rumor is.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at his career, 86 to 98. 400 home runs, 445 stolen bases, hit 290. slugged .556 with a .966 OPS.
And a really nice cameo in Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. 8 Gold Gloves during that time as well.
Is he with the Pirates then?
He was at the Pirates from 86 to 92.
So yeah, would have been his last year with the Pirates and Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. This was just a fun thing I found. So he had 1,300 more plate appearances than Ken Griffey Jr.
Wow.
and made 85 fewer outs.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If we want to look at, I'll take a cue from Tyler. Let's take a look at what he did against a Hall of Fame pitcher, Randy Johnson, one of the most feared left-handed
Lefty on
pitchers.
lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Randy Johnson's career against left-handed batters, slash line of 199, 278, 294. Just dominated him, right?
Explain that for the crowd.
So left-handed hitters against Randy Johnson in his career hit 199 with a 278 on-base percentage and a slugging percentage of 294.
Not good.
No, not good at all. Bonds against Randy Johnson hit 306 with a 452 on-base percentage and a 551 slugging.
And lefty on lefty is usually that's a tough matchup.
It's insane.
Wow.
Where's my thing? So let's look at, what do you do with the Pirates then?
Yeah.
When he was like that really skinny, scrawny guy, everybody likes to compare the two pictures, right? 7 seasons with the Pirates, put up 50.1 WAR. That's more than 42 Hall of Fame position players.
I was gonna say it's not a bad number.
No.
I don't know why I couldn't get that word out.
No,
not a bad number.
it's not at all. He's one of 8 guys to be in the 300 homer, 300 stolen base club. He's the only member of the 400 club.
The only member.
He's the only member of the 500 club.
Founding member.
Yes. So if you want to talk about things that we may never see again, that might be one of them.
Real
The
quick.
500.
Real quick for the audience, what's 400, 500, 500?
Home runs and stolen bases. So
In a season.
yeah. Well,
No.
no. He does have a 40-40 season on his resume.
I wondered if I'd get you with that one.
You would not. No.
So 500 is 500 home runs and 500 stolen bases in a career.
Correct.
And he is the founding member, meaning he is the first and also the only member. No one has done it before.
Correct.
I'm getting notes from the producer. I'm sorry.
Sure. He also...
Thank you, producer man.
So he has the hitting, right?
Yep.
He has the speed.
Yep.
8 Gold Gloves in left field.
Oh, he's a great defender.
Yeah. There's a stat called, it is total zone, total fielding runs above average. So how many runs was your fielding worth?
Okay.
184, which is the most in history for a left fielder.
Wow. So that stat is saying that 184 runs in his career were saved because of his defensive play.
Correct.
It's pretty impressive for one
is.
position.
It is. So I know a lot of people think it's just the bat and what he did in the later part of his career.
The defense gets overshadowed because of how dominant he was offensively.
Yes. But the defense was
But
spectacular. Obviously, his later years, he slowed down.
Well, he was an everyday player in left field also.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like
There was no DH.
No DH.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't playing every other day. He wasn't playing every third day.
He also
He was an everyday player.
He's the all-time leader in games in left field. So
For
ever anybody
forever.
2,750. So obviously I could go on and on and on and on about all the crazy Barry Bonds stats.
I
The
think
dude
Barry
was-
Bonds was really good.
I was gonna say, how do you feel about him? Feel good?
I feel pretty good.
Feel pretty good.
I feel pretty good about Barry Bonds.
Feel pretty good.
Yeah,
Jeannie, big fan of Barry Bonds?
she loved Barry Bonds.
Of course she did.
He
He's alive. He ain't dead.
No, he put up 6.2 WAR in the '94 shortened season.
That's crazy.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah. So yeah, Barry Bonds, best left fielder for me, and you could argue best baseball player ever. Honestly,
You'd have a tough time arguing with you on that.
yeah, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what? So there is a stat. It's called OPS plus,
Yes.
which is an adjusted stat. So they try to normalize for the offensive environment for that particular year, offensive environments for particular seasons. Baseline is 100. If you're 100 OPS plus, you're an average hitter.
Yes.
Barry Bonds' career OPS plus is 182.
Yeah.
Over a career, from when he was a wee baby to when he was an old man, he was 82% better than the average MLB player.
Yeah.
Ted Williams, OPS plus,
Yeah.
191.
Wow.
So, Ted Williams.
Manny Ramirez, OPS plus 700.
Whoa.
If you wanted to argue that Williams might have been a better hitter than Bonds, maybe.
It's tough to make that argument.
It's hard. I mean, the thing is, so Ted Williams, I can only watch like old video and hear stories.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, I watched
put
balls into McCovey Cove and really invented the splashdown.
Yeah. We seen
it's a totally different emotional experience.
Well, when you factor in the speed and the fielding, which Ted Williams was
No, he was
no speed, and his fielding was it was okay.
He is a member of the 521-24 club.
Yes.
So that would be 24.
Was he the founding member?
I don't know. Probably. But yeah, Ted Williams did not steal any bags.
So when you wrap in like the whole package and everything, that's my
It's hard to say that he's not the best left fielder of all time.
Yeah.
We, as a show, make an effort to have different picks.
Yeah.
So we don't want to talk about the same person. We think it's good to highlight other individuals. So quite honestly, if the rest of us picked just the best of all time, we'd all be talking about Bonds.
Yeah.
Maybe not Josh, because Josh is a tad bit of a contrarian.
He's a hater.
From time to time. I'm not going to call him a hater.
I'll call him a hater.
I hope Josh listens to this whole episode.
Get to this part where I call him a hater.
Oh, you're not a hater. Haterade, please sponsor the podcast.
Yes.
All right, guys. So, as most of you saw on our socials this week, we had a delay in recording. That's not for one specific issue. That's not because Josh is out. It's just everybody had a lot going on, and we really wanted to make sure that we put the time and effort into this episode that you people deserve. Don't know why you listen still, but we appreciate it nonetheless, and we want to make sure we do a good show for you. That being said, we don't have Ballpark Brews for you this week. We just didn't have time. We had, a lot going on personally and professionally, and just didn't have time to do it. So what we're going to suggest is go out this weekend and go to a ballpark and have a brew.
Yeah.
Go out to your local ballpark, have a beer, have a cider, have a cocktail, have a glass of wine, shoot us an email, shoot us a message, let us know what you had.
Yeah, share it with us.
Give it a rating. Let
Put
us
it
know
on the
what
gram.
it is.
Put it on the gram and tag us and get a hot dog. Because if you go to a ballpark and you don't get a hot dog, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed back.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Producer man is saying that's ridiculous, but that's because producer man can't have a bun. Sorry, producer man.
You can still have a hot dog.
Yeah, just can't have the bun. It's a real bummer. Aaron Bummer. All right, so let's wrap up this week with a little bit of trade deadline trivia. You guys feel good about this?
Yes.
All right. Josh is not here, so we're going to just rotate. Do you want to answer at the same time?
Yeah, just give us the trivia.
Josh was the key to the
We'll
whole
just
thing.
spitball
Well, just
it.
because when there's three of you, I can go around and give everyone a question. When there's just two of you, do you want to buzz in like Jeopardy or just shout it out when you get it?
I don't think I'm going to get it. So
Yeah, we'll
I don't know that that's true. Okay. All right, question one, fellers. Who did the Angels acquire at the 2008 deadline who hit .358 with 13 homers the rest of the season?
Oh, was that Sean Figgins?
It was not Sean Figgins. This is a great place for an ad. The dead air could be filled with Subway.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who a hitter was in 2008. Leave me alone.
In 2008, we could have had Subway as a sponsor.
I'm more shocked the Angels made a good trade.
No one said it was a good trade.
Well, they hit
okay.
Who?
I don't
well.
know.
Who?
He.
He?
Did they trade for a woman?
No, it's a guy.
I would have remembered
It's
that.
a guy.
Okay.
It's a guy.
Let us know.
It was one Mark Teixeira.
Ah, really?
Okay.
Yes,
I don't remember him being on the Angels.
I do not remember that either.
I didn't either. To be
I
honest
remember
with you.
Braves and Rangers and Yankees.
I was going to say, I remember Braves and Yankees. Question 2. Which ace did the Brewers acquire at the 2008 deadline from the then Indians?
CC Sabathia.
One of the
ding, ding,
great playoff performances of all time.
We may need to discuss this at some point. Did anyone watch the celebrity softball tournament at the All-Star game?
No.
No, I did
Ooh,
not.
CC is ripped and it's real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I want
know
fat CC
I know
back.
he lost weight.
Yeah.
Oh, he just lose it. He's ripped.
Yes.
I want fat CC back.
He felt like the weight helped him pitch better.
Wow.
And he also drank quite a bit, and he doesn't do that anymore.
Wow,
So
he looks
he's-
uncomfortable.
Okay. All right.
I pitch
right.
better when I drink too.
Yeah. Well, why don't you pitch? Question 3. What All-Star did the Red Sox trade away in 2004? A shocking move that sparked them to a World Series victory.
No more? Garcia
Ding, ding,
Parra?
ding, ding, ding. Nels is doing surprisingly well at this. I'm not going to know anybody. All right, question 4. What star was traded to the Astros in 2004, becoming a central piece to the team's lineup?
I know this one too. I'll give Tyler a shot though.
You would know this one, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I
I would.
figured you'd know this one.
Nope, I do not know this one.
Sponsor the podcast.
Carlos Beltran.
Ding, ding, ding. You guys are too good at this. This is why
is good at this.
This is why I research them, because I would never get these. All right, last question. What pitcher went 8-1 with a 1.79 ERA after being traded to the Tigers at the 2011 deadline? I put this in here for you, Josh. Hope you listen to the end of the episode. Wingstop, Subway,
No clue. Like,
Buffalo Wild Wings,
I feel like this is just,
Budweiser.
it's really bad because
Miller Lite.
it's just like Mark Teixeira. I just don't have any knowledge of
It's
like
not- it's
2
not.
months of someone in a jersey.
It's not Mark Teixeira.
So
No.
my old high school buddy Doug Fister.
Are you kidding me? Wait, hold on. 1, you got it correct.
Oh,
2, you
hey,
went to
hey,
high school.
way to go.
Wait, you went to high school with Doug Fister?
Did I not mention that?
Not once, ever.
We should do a thing like major leaguers we know.
Okay,
That we
you
know, or that
Doug
we went to
Fister.
high
I
school.
don't like
know
no, we're
anybody.
not like I don't talk to him. I've talked to him since high
Doug
school. But
Doug Fister, your good friend Nels, is one of 4 hosts on a podcast. We would love some of your
Doug
MLB
Fister,
money.
invest in the podcast. Invest in your friend Nels's podcast.
Sponsor the podcast, Doug Fister.
don't make me bother Doug.
Do you have a way to get a hold of Doug
I
Fister?
don't. I'm Facebook maybe. I don't know.
There you go. Let's do it.
Hey, everyone, if you could go bombard Doug Fister's Facebook and say, hey, your high school buddy Nels has a baseball podcast
great
and you
podcast, by the way.
were a trivia answer, that'd be great. Thank you. Sponsor the podcast.
That was a shot in the dark. I remember him being on the Tigers around that time.
It was a shot in the dark and
It
it
was
landed.
a very correct shot in the dark.
Jeez.
I wonder if Josh would have known that. He probably didn't know that.
Josh, if you knew that, send us a message.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts, guys?
Yeah, one thing I want to know is, so when you're in the major leagues for 10 years, I think you get that gold card that lets
Oh,
you
yeah,
and your
any
friend
ticket,
get
yeah.
into any ball game.
Yeah.
And Doug Fister has exactly 10 years in the major leagues. I want to know if he's got one of those cards and if
good
he
for
can
you,
bring Nels to a baseball.
Guys, seriously, if you could just tag Doug Fister in the comments of this episode posting, please, let's get Doug Fister on the show.
Please leave Doug Fister alone.
Hey,
Why?
Doug Fister, 10-year MLB career.
Why are
Way
we
better than Nels and I
What
did.
is he doing? Selling insurance?
I don't know. Retired. He's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
He pitched for 10 years.
He ain't doing nothing right
He's
now.
bringing a new friend to a baseball game every day.
There you go. He's taking his wife and kids to a baseball game in every city near you.
All right.
Any other last thoughts besides more on please everyone at Doug Fister?
Yes. Tyler mentioned the OPS Plus and how that measures a great hitter.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds 6 times had an OPS Plus over 200,
That means that he was 2 hitters in 1.
peaking at a OPS Plus of 268 in 2002.
I believe
It's
you.
also his hat size.
Yes. He needed for all that baseball knowledge.
All that knowledge of them pitches that were coming. All right, let's wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for listening and taking the time to. We hope you enjoyed the live home run derby broadcast. We raised a lot of money for the cause. We had a great time doing it, and if people want us to do it in the future, we now know how to do it, so we can do it fairly easily.
Maybe a live broadcast for a playoff game.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Maybe for the World Series.
Yeah. Maybe we should do it for a Tigers game and see if
Josh strokes out.
Yeah, let's see what Josh does for 3 hours.
He's standing up a lot. But thank you guys so much. We cannot thank you enough for the fact that you listen to this and you interact with us. Get at us on the socials. Send us an email at swingandamisspod@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Nels and Tyler will, I'm sure, mock me some way in the description of today's episode on Twitter. So look for that because they're really
blame you for not having a beer.
I didn't have a beer.
Yeah, we're blaming you for that.
That's fine. But I didn't say anything that objectionable today. I don't think. We'll find out in post-production.
Other than gambling should be legal for all baseball players.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
All do it all the time with no impunity.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Everyone, go back and listen to it and tell me if that's what I said because I don't think it was. Thank you guys so much again for listening. We appreciate it. And play the game, love the game, and we'll talk to you in a week and a half because we recorded this 4 days late.
Yay!
Go baby twins.
Hey, baby
Bye,
twins.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.